Hey everyone, and welcome back. We are starting a brand new chapter today, and it's a really important one, Chapter 5, Continuity and Differentiation. Just think of this as the first major level in the game of calculus. So, you've already tackled the basics of differentiation back in Class 11, right? Well, you can think of that as completing the tutorial level. The real question is, are you ready to level up? Because this chapter is where we take those skills and face some much cooler, more complex challenges.
Okay, so let's get into it. Your new mission, should you choose to accept it, is to build directly on everything you learned in Class 11. See, we're not starting from zero here, we're just upgrading what you already know.
Yeah, Class 11 was basically the tutorial. You learned all the basic controls, the moves, the mechanics, but now with Chapter 5, we're starting the main story mode. This is your journey to really master calculus.
But hey, before we start unlocking new abilities, let's just quickly check your current skill tree. You're coming into this with some pretty powerful tools already in your backpack. You've already got the power rule, product rule, and quotient rule down. Plus, you know how to find the derivatives of polynomials and even basic trig functions like sin x and cos x. These are your foundational skills, and trust me, they are absolutely essential for what's coming next.
But what happens when you run into a new type of enemy, or maybe a glitch in the game's code, a problem that your current powers just can't solve? Well, that's exactly what this chapter is all about. We're going to equip you with the new tools to handle exactly those situations.
So, these are the two new challenges we're going to face. On the left, you see a break in the path. Imagine you're walking along a graph, and suddenly there's a hole. Or it just jumps to another level. We call this discontinuity. Now, look at the right. This one's tricky. The path is connected, no breaks, but it has a super sharp, pointy corner. The tools you have right now, they're made for smooth curves because they measure slope, and at a sharp point, the slope changes instantly. It's one thing right before the point and something totally different right after. Your current toolkit just can't handle that kind of sudden change. That's what we call non-differentiability.
So to face these brand new challenges, you're obviously going to need some power-ups. Let's take a look at the upgraded toolkit you're about to unlock.
First up, you're going to get continuity. Think of it like a special scanner that can detect any breaks or jumps in the graph. Then you'll unlock differentiation. Now this is a more advanced check. A function can be continuous, no breaks, but still have those spiky corners. Differentiation checks for both breaks and sharp corners to make sure a function is perfectly smooth. And finally, we'll unlock some awesome new functions to play with, exponential and logarithmic functions. These are super important for looking at things that grow or decay really fast, like how a meme or an Instagram reel goes viral.
So what's our game plan? Let's pull up the mission map for this chapter and see the quests that lie ahead.
We're going to take this one step at a time, so don't worry. First, we'll master continuity. Then we'll get a solid definition for differentiation. After that, we unleash the chain rule. This one is a real game changer. It's like a superpower. Then we'll explore new worlds by learning to differentiate all those new functions. And finally, we'll get into some advanced techniques to handle the final boss level problems.
I know, that roadmap might look a little long, but seriously, don't worry about it. You already have all the basic skills you need from Class 11. All we're doing now is adding some powerful new techniques to your toolkit to help you become a true calculus master. You can totally do this.
All right, before we jump in, let's do a quick mission briefing, just to make sure our objectives are crystal clear.
So here's the mission. First, build on your Class 11 foundation. Second, learn how to use continuity to find and analyze any breaks in a function. Third, learn to use differentiation to handle those tricky sharp corners. And finally, unlock the powers to differentiate a whole new set of functions.
So, are you feeling ready to press start on this new adventure? It's going to be an awesome journey, and you have absolutely got this. Let's begin.